Hello, and welcome once again to Storytime. I'm your host, Myrna Ivette, and I just want to say to my Spanish-speaking brothers and sisters and friends, hola, ¿cómo están? Soy Myrna Ivette. I am Myrna Ivette, your host of Storytime, and this is a day in the life. Today I was like, well, I do want to do my YouTube channel. I don't know exactly. Sometimes, like, do we really have a message all the time? Do you prepare it? I know that I'm called to do this. But sometimes when there's nothing, the best thing to do is nothing. I'm still coming on. I'm still coming on strong. But sometimes in life, when you have no answers, no direction, you don't know which way to go, do nothing. That's the time that I feel that we're being called to just rest and do nothing. Sometimes doing nothing and just being in solitude and being a hermit, is a good thing. Especially like I love to meditate, I think meditation is, it's not my secret, but it's one of these secrets that I feel that is strong in my life that takes me to another level. It's the one that actually takes me to my higher versions of myself. Meditation is when I look for my higher version. I look for my higher self. I look for the one that is better than me in a future self, the person that is achieving things that I haven't achieved, a person that is in a different realm that I've always dreamed of, all the things. And so in meditation, and when I say I had nothing to really, like I didn't know I was going to do my message, but when you have nothing is when you have the most. Because when you just sit still, the Bible says, be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. He's saying, be still. Sometimes we're running and going and going and going. And that's very productive, of course, in life. It's always good to get up and go, especially when you have appointments and you have things that you have to do. You have phone calls to make. You have appointments to go to. You have meetings to do. You have whatever, and that's part of life. But then there's moments when everything is just quiet. And then what do you do? What do you say? Especially when you're a YouTube person that does YouTube, like, I literally just was like very quiet and like, what do I do? But I'm not worried about that, and I'm not concerned like, what do I do? I'm still coming on here, and I really feel to talk about that particular thing, that what do we do when it's quiet? Well, for me, the most beautiful time of being quiet is in my meditation time. That's when I said, I find my higher version of myself. That's when I love studying Dr. Joe Dispenza, okay? And he says that when you are in coherence with your mind and your heart, and they're in coherence, you create an outer field of possibilities, a field of dreams. You create energy and matter. And my phone just fell. You create energy and matter, okay? And it goes 9 millimeters out, when your heart is in coherence with your mind. And that's when you're able to do that, is when you're quiet, when there's no sound, when you're not thinking, oh, I'm Marina, I am a mindset coach, I am an author, I am a public speaker or a model or an actress or a UGC content creator. When I go into meditation, I am nothing. This is what Dr. Joe Dispenza says. You are nothing and you become nothing. He's not a doctor. He's nothing. He's not even Dr. Joe Dispenza. I'm not even Myrna Ivette. Nothing. Zero. You are just, close your eyes and you become nothing in quietness, in the darkness, in the quietness of that time. And you take 3 nice breaths in and out. You forget where you are, what you do. I don't care if you're a neuroscientist, a doctor, a lawyer, a baker, a pizza maker, a driver. You become in that silence of, and the breaths are so beautiful, because even when I just did them, like just now, there was a peace that entered in. There's like this stabilization that happens when you take those 3 deep breaths. You take them in and you let it out. You just count a couple of seconds. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And you don't hold your breath for too long, but what you do is you become this peaceful person, this state of mind. And that is where you can connect with your inner self. That is where you could connect with your person, your inside consciousness. Because your consciousness is what creates your world. And so in your consciousness, you allow your neural pathways to begin to create and do something new, rather than the same repeated record that you've been doing for over 20 years, where you get up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you wash your face, you have your coffee, you're out the door, you take a shower, you're out the door, and then instead of that, and you meditate first, then you're actually thinking about, in that quiet state, what you can create for the day. Like, get your notebook. This is what I can do today. This is how I'm going to go about my day. I'm going to change something up here. Wait a minute, I've been doing that for too long. And so as you do that, your neural pathways create new neural pathways and new ways of thinking and new avenues of thinking. Also, your pineal gland, your eye, that God has given us, and also the eyes of your understanding in your heart. It says in Psalm 18 that he has given us eyes of understanding in your heart. Psalm 18. So if he says eyes of understanding, he's given you eyes in your heart. He's given you a pineal gland that is the gland that creates and motivates you. But you can't know what your new world is going to be by someone else telling you what your new world is going to be. No, this is what you should do. This is how you should do it. And this is when you should do it. No, it's not about other people telling you what to do, when, how, where, and why. This is about you and your innermost subconscious and your conscious being creating your world and increasing in that higher version of yourself when you are in meditation. And so just begin to take time out for yourself in those quiet moments when there is nothing going on. There's a lot going on. You just have to find out what it is. And you have to take time out. I hope that resonates. I love you guys. And I will see you on the next video. And don't forget, follow me, subscribe to my channel, and comment if this resonates. If anybody needs some coaching, I am open to I do telephone coaching, and we can discuss that. Just put resonate coaching or just resonates. I love you guys. Don't forget, take time out for yourself and spend quiet time by yourself. Not everything is busy, busy, busy. Life goes too fast. I love you. I'm your host of Storytime, A Day in the Life. This is Myrna Ivette. Bye. Till the next one.